This is the Triangle Midsegment tutorial. The first thing I'd like to discuss with you in this tutorial is a triangle midsegment. That's a line within a triangle that connects the midpoints of any two sides of that triangle. So what do I mean by that? Well, let me show you. Let's draw a triangle first. What I've drawn so far is an equilateral triangle, and I've used 3 green dots to represent the midpoints of each side of the triangle. I've also shown with congruency tick marks that those are the midpoints of this triangle. Now a midsegment is any line within that triangle that connects any of the two midpoints. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the 3 midsegments that are going to occur in this triangle. I've gone ahead and drawn them in blue. Now that we have drawn the midsegments, there's an interesting fact that you should know about those midsegments. That's this. The length of a midsegment is exactly half the length of the side of the triangle that it's parallel to. So what that means is that any one of these blue lines is exactly half the length of the side of the triangle parallel to that blue line. So if you're this line right here, this blue line, your length is exactly half the length of this black line, this segment of the triangle that's parallel to that blue line. And let's say you're this midsegment over here on the bottom right. This midsegment length is exactly half this side length of the triangle. Now, oftentimes you'll see this represented as an algebra problem. For example, let's take a look at this. I've drawn in 2 important things to note. The top blue midsegment has a length of 12 now, and the bottom segment of the triangle, the bottom leg, has a length of 3x plus 9. Now, knowing what we know about midsegments, what we can say here is that the bottom leg of the triangle, which we know has a value of 3x plus 9, is equal to 2 times the length of the midsegment, which is 12. So we can solve for x in this case. Let's begin by distributing the 2 through the parentheses set on the right. So on the left-hand side of the equation, we still have 3x plus 9. On the right, we have 2 times 12, which is 24. We want to get x alone, so let's subtract 9 from both sides of the equation. On the left-hand side, the 9's are going to cancel out, and we're going to have 3x. On the right-hand side of the equation, we'll have 24 minus 9, which is 15. Now, in order to get x alone, we can divide both sides of the equation by 3. So the 3's will cancel on the left-hand side of the equation. We'll be left with an x, which is equal to 15 divided by 3, which is 5. So x is equal to 5 in this case. If you'd like to check your work, we can just plug 5 back into x in the problem. So to do that, we'll take 3 times x, which is 5, plus 9. Well, 3 times 5 is 15, plus 9 is equal to 24. And that's exactly as it should be, because this is the length of the segment on the bottom of the triangle. This leg right here. And that is twice the midsegment opposite it, 12. So that is the important aspects of the midsegment that you should know about.